welcome to the program once again. Indulge Tourism with Fidelia. We are here live. Apparently, this is the first live show I'm having this year, 2022, and it's so interesting to invite you. We're writing the narratives of hospitality management and tourism here in Delta State and across Nigeria, I must say. I'm here live with no other person than the president herself of Wista, Nigeria. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Thank you very much. My name is Eunice Ezeoke. I am the president of Wista, Nigeria, Women's International Shipping and Trading Association, Nigeria, chapter. Thank you.
Yeah. Can you let the viewers know a little bit about Wista, Nigeria? What's it,
Wista, Nigeria is a professional association of women in maritime, shipping, anything that has to do with the maritime and the trading, entrepreneurs, women at executive and middle level management, and even the junior management level, coming together to promote gender issues in the industry, help each other, promote visibility for the women, because maritime has been dominated by the male gender for many decades in Nigeria. Therefore, Wista is about promoting gender advocacy, gender visibility, gender participation at the top management level of the industry. That's what we are about.
Thank you so much. Apparently, she actually flew in from Lagos this morning and she's flying back to Lagos this evening. The main reason why she's actually the president of Wista is actually here is to inaugurate a Delta chapter of Wista, Nigeria. What has been happening in other states and Nigeria, we want it to happen live here in Delta State. So I'd like to ask this question, President. Kindly tell us what's in it for Deltans?
Okay, Delta State is strategically located in the coast of part of Nigeria. And being a maritime affiliated association, Delta State is very suitable to harness and take advantage of their geographical position of being in the coast to achieve some and part of the vision and objectives of Wista, Nigeria. And that is why we are here. They are located, the state and this town, Asaba, is located near the coast, and they have waterfronts. They have jetties. The women are into maritime businesses. The local women in the coast are involved in fishing, in boating, and other areas that has to do with the marine. And that is why we feel it is very necessary and very apt to come to Delta State to establish a chapter for Wista.
Thank you so much. Nothing excites me more than to hear of the fact that Delta is a coastal area. The women here are very industrious. We're talking about marine tourism, water tourism at the moment. The last time I visited Delta State, it was in Cocoa, and I just don't know what to say. We have a marine tourism there that is so exciting. So we're trying to see how we can also keep in these women in the rural areas, see how they can benefit when we're talking about water tourism now. So President, kindly tell us, the women in the rural areas, the entrepreneurs, what actually do they stand to benefit, please?
Wista is interested in empowering coastal rural women. We have done so in other states. We provide fishing boats for these women to be able to involve themselves in fishing activities, in drying their fish, selling them, making money, helping in the household, and also to develop other tourism-related activities that will create employment, foster economic growth and activities, and it has a ripple effect. When one thing starts, it will attract other activities, commercial and economic activities that are related. For instance, if the women start their fishing business, when tourists can come to see, especially if they adopt modern fishing and drying method in their fishing, it could attract tourists. The regatta that they do, boat regatta, especially the colorful one that was carried out during the inauguration of the Olu of Warri, it can attract tourists to see how they maneuver in the rural waters. Also, Delta states, especially the women, can also take advantage of the privileges that are accorded in the Cabotage Act about owning local crafts, boat crafts, to do supplies in the oil companies in the islands, the OICs that are operating in our waters in the area. The Alaja steel rolling mill, some of the ports, especially cocoa port, can be upgraded to receive imports meant for this steel rolling mill located in Delta State.
Thank you so much. Another question I really like to ask here, on a global scale, what does Wista members have, what access does Wista members have? Talking about global scale, talking about marine tourism and trading.
Wista, I must say that Wista Nigeria is part of a national Wista association that encompasses over 58 countries.
Part of international.
Yes, that is international aspect of it. These are women that are working in one aspect of the maritime and trading industry or the other, and once a year we gather in any of the member countries, National Wista Association countries, and we interact, we network. Every country will bring what they have, and I must say that in 2019, Wista International entered into a memorandum of understanding with International Maritime Organization for capacity building, gender inclusiveness, and gender awareness. And this is how IMO has been offering scholarship for Wista members every year in maritime training and management, port activities, security training, and general capacity building. So these are some of the areas that Wista International affect and impact in the lives of the National Wista Association and the member countries.
Thank you so much. Is it so much interesting to get all these facts laid right on the table? But there's something I want to ask here. We've talked about cocoa. Precisely, I keep mentioning cocoa as a maritime destination. I'm looking at a situation where you have tourists, inbound tourists, coming into cocoa. You, as a guru in the maritime sector, what do you have to advise the government what to do for inbound tourists to come into Delta State?
The state, either at state level or at national level, need to upgrade the infrastructure that we have in cocoa ports or cocoa jetty or area generally. When I mean upgrading the infrastructures, we have to strengthen the quay walls, the water areas, the boundaries, and create enabling and conducive environments that will make the inbound tourists to feel safe and feel secure and feel comfortable. Also, they have to collaborate with the local community, because you cannot really do anything without the local community. The local community has to be involved because they are going to be the tour guides. They are going to provide the community and local attractions that will make the inbound tourists to make purchases of the local crafts and arts and cultural displays. So these are the areas that, and there has to be comfortable, luxurious accommodation for the inbound tourists to stay. And then those interesting sites in the area need to be maintained and upgraded. I was very happy when I watched some of your programs that has to do with the burial sites of missionaries in the, yes, in the 18th century. It was really interesting. If those sites are maintained and upgraded, it's a major tourist attraction because members of the families of those people may want to come and see where their forefathers or ancestors were buried, where they lived their lives and where they rested. So it was quite an interesting site. It could be one of the tourist attractions for Delta State. Another area of interesting attraction is your local clothes, this aquacha. It's quite an interesting, yes, because I admire it a lot. In fact, I would like to have one.
Wow.
The aquacha is an interesting making of it, how it is used. It could be a local tourist attraction because people that are coming into Nigeria, into Delta State, will want to know what is peculiar about these areas. And when they see all these are what they will go back and talk about. We came to this place and these are the areas we saw. These are the peculiarities of the state and these are the local attractions that are available in such places.
And definitely there's no way they will go out of Nigeria without picking some souvenirs.
Exactly, and these are part of the economic growth of that area. It will create employment, create financial empowerment for the people in the community.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
One question I also want to ask is, we're talking about Delta State. Delta State is in Nigeria. Can you tell us the most outstanding maritime destinations in Nigeria? Wista, we're talking about Wista, Nigeria now. It's all over Nigeria, maybe the 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria. Now tell us which are the most outstanding maritime destinations in Nigeria that we need to showcase to the outside world, please.
Okay, having come out from the maritime industry, I must say that Lagos is a major tourist destination in Nigeria because of its proximity to the Atlantic Ocean, its proximity to various lakes and beaches, very beautiful beaches around Lagos. There are many of them. You have the Elokishi Beach, all the beaches, there are many. Eleko Beach, all the beaches in Bonny, in River State. They have very good beaches as well. In Calabar, they have the Ebeno Beach and the Coconut Beach. And even in Asaba, there is Asaba Beach. And apart from this beach, in the north, we have some interesting sites, not necessarily maritime, but there are these big rocks that are interesting. And when you talk of tourists, they like to climb. They like to follow interesting trails. They like to follow trails and enjoy and observe nature in its wild form, natural wild form. And Nigeria is blessed with very thick tropical forests that I know tourists will be interested. However, we must stress that there must be improved security for tourists to feel safe to come to Nigeria and explore the tourist attractions that are there. I must also mention that in Calabar, that carnival that they were doing before used to attract a lot of foreigners, but I don't think they are still doing it.
Actually, I think because of the COVID, it was kept on hold for a while.
Yes.
I want to come in here. You made mention of security. Now, I just want you to kindly tell us some of the factors actually militating against the development of the maritime sector in Nigeria, generally.
Well, maritime sector in Nigeria is quite wide. When we talk of maritime and the ease of doing business in our ports, because when you talk of maritime, the port comes into mind, and the port is a community. It's a community of all types of agencies, both state and federal. And these agencies must work in close synergy to achieve seamless port operation. And most of these agencies also belong to different ministries. And because of that, there may be some areas of bottlenecks, because each of these agencies have their mandate, and an agency's mandate may be different from another agency's mandate. Like the Nigerian Ports Authority, their mandate is to provide enabling environment that will make importers and port operators to have a seamless and free port activity operation, delivery, ship operation, storage operation, delivery operation. And the customs are there, Nigerian Customs Service, they're under another ministry, and they have their mandates. And in some, the SON, the NDLEA, the Food and Drugs, the NAFDAC, all these, and then the freight forwarders, the terminal operators, all these people, each of them have their interests. And when all these are just come together, sometimes there can be delays. And in Nigerian ports, they also have some form of duplication. You will have the federal agency, then they will say Abuja Service Task Force, this Lagos State group, and when you sometimes when a cargo is cleared, all these agencies will come and start intercepting, and that is what causes delay in the ports. Sometimes when you finish all this and leave the port, along the road, port approaches, leaving the state, there are also some of these agencies duplicated, stopping all these trucks, and that is why Nigeria has not been able to be a major maritime hub for the landlocked countries that border Nigeria. Rather, they will go to Ghana because of all these bottlenecks along the way, like Niger,
like the Republic of Benin here.
Like Benin Republic. Yeah. So these are some of the bottlenecks. So we must emphasize the ease of doing business. There are channels for ease of doing, but when it comes to the practicability of it, there are bottlenecks all the time.
It is where someday we're going to cross that bridge, I guess.
Amen.
So it's so exciting. This is Indulge Tourism with Fidelia. We are on the YouTube channel. You can also log into YouTube, Indulge Tourism with Fidelia, subscribe, hit the like button, turn on the notification bell, and then you go rolling, you know. It's exciting. This is the heat of it. It's fire now. We are going to launch Wista, Nigeria, right here in Delta State, and we have a whole lot of ladies waiting to get on board. President, are you ready for them, please?
Of course I'm ready and excited.
Excitement in the air. Can we have the ladies, please? Thank you so much. Wista, Nigeria. Wista, Nigeria, on board in Delta State Live. Beautiful ladies, you can see them.
I was told there are quite a number of them that
yes, one more, she has to be here. You need to come upstate.
Some of them are not around, but this will do for now.
Please come, George. We're still expecting more anyway, but for now, let's just make do what we have. Beautiful ladies here. So, President, it's up to you. It's now your show, please.
Yes, ladies, I'm excited to be in your midst this day. We want to launch Wista Delta State, Asaba to be precise, and Wista is an exciting association to belong to. You will be exposed to what Wista is all about. We launch our Wista magazine once a year during our business luncheon. Our business luncheon for this year will be in August in Lagos, and another magazine will be launched. And when you get, as we are launching you today, you will get to know what Wista is all about and work with the ministry, with the state, with the commissioner for tourism, commissioner for women affairs, commissioner for industry, to be able to build up a strong gender-based association in Delta State, that their effort will be seen, that will impact both the rural community and also the rural women and even the professional women, so that their lives will have a positive change that will affect the society, the state, and their families as well. So I'm very happy to launch Wista Delta State. Congratulations, ladies.
I'm also excited here. These are women advocates for Wista, Nigeria, right here in Asaba, Delta State. Can you introduce yourselves, please?
My name is Rachel Mfe.
Okay,
I'm Mrs. Solomon, Loretta Solomon.
okay,
I'm Mrs. Onyema Patience.
okay,
I'm Pastor Esel Ezidom.
okay.
I'm Mwokedi, PRO Wista Nigeria.
Beautiful. So here we are on board Wista, Nigeria, live in Asaba, Delta State. We are also looking forward to having people register.
Yes.
We have the forms on board. You go into hotels, you have the magazines everywhere.
Yes.
You can have a look at the magazines. Aside that, the magazine we have here is actually published annually.
Yes.
So virtually everything we're doing on board today will also be in the magazine in the next edition.
Exactly.
So I'd like to say something, viewers, entrepreneurs out there, women advocates in maritime services, in tourism, kindly come on board and let us all do it together. It's going to be an interesting one, I must say.
Yes.
Thank you so much, advocates of Wista, Nigeria, Delta State. Appreciate your congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, President, we have done the needful today. You still have to invite more people.
Quite an achievement to launch Wista in Delta.
That's a milestone we've done today.
It's a major milestone.
Yes.
And before you know it,
It will spring up.
yes,
It will spring up.
Yes.
So far, so good. That's where we are on industrialism with Nigeria. There's nothing better I know how to do other than to rewrite the tourism, hospitality management and tourism in Delta State, in Nigeria, globally. That's what I know how to do best. That my passion drives me in this sector and I run with it. I don't mind what it costs me. I just keep going. I keep rolling. So far, so good. You're all aware. I'm actually the author of Tourism in Nigeria, The Incredible Journey into the Heart of Nature, a book actually with pre-publication praise with no other person than His Excellency Chief Emeka Anyoku, the former Commonwealth Secretary General. I also have other books, Senior Secondary Tourism, Book 1, Book 2, and Book 3, apparently approved by the federal government, no other person than the Minister of Education, approved for all senior secondary schools in Nigeria. So you see how we keep the ball rolling in the tourism sector. We're looking forward to having you next week by the special grace of God Almighty keeping us alive. So here we go, President. Welcome once again. Live in Delta State. Can you tell us a little bit of your experience? I'm sure this is the first time of coming to Delta State. Am I right?
Yes, I've passed through Delta State, but I've never really entered the town.
Okay.
And today is my first time of actually going into the town. And I'm quite impressed with the serenity of the area that I've passed through so far. And I must commend the environmental practitioners that are in this state, because I can see that the streets are quite clean, the air is clean, the houses are neat, even though I've not entered the rural areas, but I am impressed with what I have seen. And maybe Asaba is a place I will now be visiting more often.
Yeah, you also mentioned the free traffic flow.
Yes, and I didn't notice it. Having come from Lagos, I noticed that the traffic is quite free and we were moving seamlessly without any slowing down for any traffic, and it's quite impressive. When you have lived in Lagos for a long time and you come to this type of places, like, where am I? Am I in Nigeria? So it's quite interesting.
Thank you. I also remember you said something about the roads, and I made mention that my governor, His Excellency, Senator Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, is known as the road master. Kindly tell us what you said about the road, please.
Okay, I also observed that I never observed or noticed any potholes on the road. There were no craters on the road. There were no potholes, and the roads are very smooth. And the hotel that we are coming out from is quite clean. The roads are very well paved and kept neat. I must commend the governor of the Delta State, Senator Governor, His Excellency Ifeanyi Okowa. You are doing very well, and Wista is very proud of you. And maybe we'll pay you a courtesy visit not too long from now.
Her Excellency, Dame Okowa.
Yes, Her Excellency, Dame Mrs. Okowa.
Yes, please.
Thank you.
So far, so good. That's industrialism with Fidelia Life in Asaba, Delta State. This is how we keep the ball rolling. So kindly join us next week, viewers, and let's keep the ball rolling as usual. Indoor tourism with Fidelia Life in Delta State, with no other person than... I'm waiting for you to say something, please.
Okay, Eunice Ezoke, President of Wista, Nigeria.
Thank you.
And tourism is all one industry that is quite untapped but has huge potential. And we Wista Nigeria intend to collaborate with Honorable Fidelia Salami to expand it and build it in Delta State.
Yeah, but also something we already collaborated here.
Yes.
There's no better way to do it than what we're doing at the moment.
Yes.
So thank you, viewers. See you next week, please.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.